Sorry, friends, Bitty Man, come back at your Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. We're going to call this here Thursday night edition because it's not yet 12 o'clock. Just finished Blogtalk Radio, and we had a interesting session tonight, and I wanted to come back, give a shout out to the YouTube fam and everybody. End Time Harvest Game. We just want to give everybody hats off to you, but we wanted to come back and some things, and while we had a good turnout on the Bible study and everything, everybody should be learning. And matter of fact, we thank our brother Maxwell and for dropping in on us again tonight, dropping some nuggets, some golden nuggets on us. We also, like I said, I made mention of our brother JT and doing the work. In other words, not just doing the talk, but doing the work. And we want to thank for all you do, all of you. In other words, we are co-laborers in the word. But you got to remember, and Brother Maxwell made mention about, what I spoke about, the drinking, and I'm not ashamed of that. And I thank God for the process, and I will say the process because it was a process. I done that for not a whole lot of years, but long enough to know that it was enough. And I had the gift. I went through all the motions, playing the piano, drunk as Cooter Brown. Yes, but I was yet being used. Even in my mess, God didn't throw me away. So this is what I look at. This is what I look at when it comes to dealing with others. That is without whatever they might be involved in. And whatever problem they may have. Jesus said, to all that come to me, I will in no wise cast out. So therefore, if Jesus said that, then why would man have a problem with anybody? If Jesus doesn't have a problem, neither should I. But I wanted to let our brothers know and our sisters know that if Brother Maxwell, if you teach the word of God, Brother JT, you teach the word of God. Don't compromise it for nobody. When you do that, rest assured, listen to me well, rest assured that somebody's not going to understand. Jesus, it happened to Jesus. Remember? Let me give y'all a case in point. It happened more than once, but I'm going to give you one solid case that everybody's going to recognize. Do you remember when Jesus was teaching in the synagogue, and he told them to eat his flesh and drink his blood? They couldn't understand what he was talking about. This man trying to give us his flesh to eat, and many left him and never followed Jesus again. Why? Because they said that saying was too hard to follow. So, was it the truth? Of course it was the truth. Jesus said it. But they couldn't recognize the truth. They didn't want to accept the truth. But Jesus did not bother himself trying to make them. I never saw in the scripture where Jesus went and ran behind not one of them to try to get them to come back. Jesus said the food that you reject will be food for someone else. So this is what I say. If you're telling the truth, tell it. The word of God is true. When you teach that, you don't back down off that for nothing and nobody. No, because that's not your word. You stand firm. But what we are saying is just like Apostle Paul. When Apostle Paul was converted on the road to Damascus, he never was the same again. He had the same zeal, but he had just changed partners. Just as much zeal he had when he was prosecuting the church, he had just that much zeal when he started working in the work of the Lord. But he did everything with humility and love. Yes, humility and love. Look at the way he set up churches and went about establishing these churches. He had sons in every town. And if you remember Titus, he sent Titus to Crete. He said, look, Titus, I want you to go down there to Crete. He said, now, I don't want you to go down there and do what they do. No, he didn't say that. He said, I want you to put back. He said, I want you to place there what is lacking. That's what I want you to do. Where we see there's a need, what we first need to do is in judgment going to start, not in the streets. No, judgment going to start right here. Judgment is going to start right in the house of God. That's where it's going to start. So this is how this scripture tonight, Matthew 7, judge not that you be not judged. Why? Because see, when we start being great judges, that same measure that we measure is going to be measured again to us. So I know I don't want God to measure that, my big shovel that I had against me. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want him to do that. So therefore, he said, as you would others to do unto you, that's what you must do. Not as they done, but you do like they want you to do. He said that some makes the law and the prophets. Now guess what? If people don't understand that, like I said, many left Jesus and never followed him again. But I never read in scripture one place where Jesus ran behind that one of them. Nope. And it never said the end of those that left him came back. Matter of fact, let me tell you what Jesus did. He looked at the 12. He said, well, you want to go too? You remember he said that, didn't he? He said, are you going to go too? So in other words, Jesus makes nobody do anything. And neither can we. It's freedom of choice. You got your own mind. God gave it to you. Nobody goes to hell blindfolded. It's going to be your choice. Heaven or hell, choice is ours. So you make up your own mind. But when the truth that be told, the truth that you abide by shall set you free. Not the truth that you know, but the truth that you live by. That is what will set you free. That being said, this is Middleman saying whatever you get into, if God's not in it, you better get out of it. This is Middleman saying peace and good night.